Hey everybody, welcome back to the Financially Lit podcast. Today I'm going to teach you 7 private banking strategies that you most likely don't know about. And they're not common knowledge. They weren't taught in school. It's no fault of your own. Schools like to teach macroeconomics and microeconomics, but they don't like to teach the rules about money, how you should use money, the jurisdictions you should use it in, and the best ways to create cash flow tax mitigated for you. So what we're going to do is jump into 7 private banking strategies that you can use to get out of debt, create cash flow in your life, and free yourself financially. So let's jump right into it. I don't mean to be Captain Obvious here, guys, but we're in the middle of a pandemic. So there's a lot of things that people need to do to understand what the new normal will be moving forward in the new economy as things play out. So these are some strategies that you can use to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your money, and cash flow. So let's get right into it. Number 1 on this list is interest cancellation. When repaying your mortgage or any other amortized debt obligation, it's not the rate you pay that's most important on any debenture note. What matters most is the total amount of interest you pay over the lifetime of that loan. For example, borrowing money at lower cost to pay off large sums of expensive money is just one of the many ways you can utilize interest cancellation. Here at iCovest, our infinite cash flow management system makes it as easy as point and click. Also, it's much easier to save interest than it is to earn interest, especially when you're using an NBFI like we have. It's our non-banking financial institution. When you learn how a system like that functions, it's going to blow your mind. Think of it like this. If you went into a bank and handed a teller $4, and that teller handed you back $18, how many times would you like to do that over and over again? One thing you got to understand, banks use arbitrage. They pay a little interest and they earn a lot of interest. With a proper interest cancellation strategy, you too can learn exactly how to pay a little interest and save a lot of interest. All it takes is that first step. Go to iCovest.academy, book your capital needs analysis. We'll get in touch with you and we'll show you exactly how to use that strategy specifically in your life. Number 2 is interest accumulation. For example, keeping your money in interest-bearing accounts while leveraging free money to pay your bills is one form of interest accumulation. For some reason, most people think you can only earn interest on money that is put aside for the reason of earning interest, and it's just set it and forget it, and they think you can't earn interest any other ways. It's kind of mind-boggling. We'll show you exactly how to have every dollar you earn working for you 24/7. No money sitting by idly. Everything is doing something for a very specific purpose based on your risk tolerance and your goals for your cash flow. With a regular GPS system, you enter information about where you are, where you want to go, kind of point click. It maps out the best route for you with the least obstacles, and you're on your way while avoiding as many detours as possible. With a regular GPS system, you enter information about where you are and where you want to go. It then tells you how to get there in the quickest time while avoiding pitfalls, distractions, detours. iCovest Debenture Management System, or DMS, is like a financial GPS, wherein you can utilize the same strategy to reach your destination of zero debt obligations in a highly accelerated time. Number 3 is interest flow. Borrow the bank's money for free. You may already be doing this. Do you buy things with your credit card and then pay it off in full at the end of the month? You're charged 0 interest when you do that, right? That's just one example of an interest flow strategy. But let me ask you this. Have you ever thought about paying your bills off using someone else's money? Again, book your capital needs analysis today, guys, and you can learn to utilize this common banking strategy and these principles. Put them in your life. Let's do this together. I can help free you. So book a CNA and learn how to use this common banking strategy in your everyday life. Which brings us to number 4, the time value of money. Let iCovest Infinite Cash Flow Management System help you to draw a roadmap that can navigate you into a net positive cash flow position where your money can now pay your bills with optimal benefit to you as you build your family's wealth portfolio and cash flow legacy. I'm not sure if you're aware, but every night banks sweep our accounts and they use our money to create more money for themselves. Why do you think most banks close deposits at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock p.m. most business days? Also, what do you think the banks are doing with our money while we're waiting for these checks to be cleared and the funds deposited in our accounts? Do you think that money is not just instantly available? Banks understand the time value of money, and they use that concept to the fullest advantage of their everyday finances. And you can too. These strategies are not secret. You just haven't been exposed to them yet. Allow us to expose you to them. Fill out a capital needs analysis. We can get down to the nitty-gritty of your everyday finances, what your goals are, and we can put a strategy together utilizing these principles so that you can reach your goals financially. Let our system guide you so you can take advantage of the time value of money just like the banks do. Fill out a CNA. Number 5 is an advanced strategic payoff. iCovest advanced positioning strategies calculate how to get you from point A, where you are right now, to point B, where you want to be, using the quickest path possible. We've been led to believe that the interest rate is the one and only factor that you should be paying attention to when deciding which order to repay your debts. But the rate is only one factor. We have all been led to believe that the interest rate is the most important factor when determining the order to pay off your debts. But the rate is only one factor, guys. At iCovest, our ICFMS system calculates all the characteristics of each debt to determine when and how to repay each one specifically. I mean, let's be honest, there are a few other important factors that need to be considered when you're going to figure out what's the best order to pay off these debts. Of course, the rate's one of them, but you also have to pay attention to how the interest is calculated. What's the length of the loan? And of course, what's the monthly payment amount, right? There's a few different variables other than rate that obviously go into this process. So sit down with us and we'll figure it out for you. Now, number 6 is about repositioning and maximizing idle money. How does having your money sitting in a checking or savings account year after year collecting dust, or a 0.002% high interest savings account, benefit you at all? You may have heard the saying, the wealthy don't let their money sit. It's for a reason. They put it to work because money never sleeps. It never gets tired. It works around the clock 24/7. And as long as you have a right strategy in place, so it's working for you, you can collect a lot of it. You can have a proper cash flow with proper tax mitigation strategies if that's something that interests you. If it is, fill out a CNA. We'll get right to it, guys. For example, if you earn $5,000 a month in net income and you deposit that into your checking account every month, then it sits there until you pay the bills or maybe you put a little bit into the savings account, that's $60,000 of deposits that you've been putting into the bank over the course of that last year that could have been working for you tremendously, hand over fist, earning money for you, canceling interest for you, using these strategic payoff strategies for you. But instead, unfortunately, it's been working hard for the bank that you left it in, because that bank does not leave it in your account. They just have a number in your account, and when you want some, they'll pull it from somewhere else and satisfy that withdrawal or whatever it is that you're trying to do from that account. But the money's not sitting there, guys. The money's being used hand over fist to acquire things that cash flow in proper jurisdictions or loan out to other people so that they can get interest back on those. These are strong strategies that have been well tested. You can implement these in your life. All you have to do is learn a little bit about it, take 1 or 2 steps, and you're off to the races. It's not hard. All you have to do is be willing. Now let's go back to that scenario a second ago, $60,000 a year. That's $1.2 million that's been working for the bank over a 20-year period that has been doing absolutely nothing for you and your cash flow strategy. Isn't it time to change that? Fill out a capital needs analysis today, guys, and let's get going. And last but absolutely not least is number 7, our dynamic financial tools. iCovest ICFMS debenture management system, coupled with iCovest Academy's coaching and education systems, assisted by a team of strategic philanthropists, takes the 6 strategies listed above to a whole new level, guys. At iCovest Academy, we're here to help you. Get on the website, put a capital needs analysis in the system. We will show you specifically step by step how to free you financially along your lines. Plug your data into the GPS. It's pretty simple. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? What does your income look like? What does your expenses look like? Do you have any assets? What is your financial picture? If we see it, we can show you how to apply these strategies to it to help you reach your goal fastest. It's pretty simple, guys. iCovest Academy was established to be able to explain these concepts in simple terms to Main Street America. These are the strategies of the financially elite, and they're kind of convoluted if you go look for them yourself. We've streamlined this information so that you have access to it at your fingertips. It's literally as easy as point and click. If you want to get out of debt, if you want to cash flow, if you want to understand these things, there's no excuse anymore. It's just action on your part, and we can get off to the races. Years of extensive work by a team of international central banking and treasury control experts have helped put this model together, guys. This is literally from the financial elite down to Main Street to help you, me, everybody else that's not part of the 1%, use their strategies to help free the people, give the power back to the people with this financial education. Now, let me be clear. The ICFMS, the Infinite Cash Flow Management System, is not a theory or just an idea that sounds cool. This is an actual financial tool that you use to free yourself like a GPS system. This is a dynamic real-time software. This is a program that helps you enter where you stand financially right now and then determine a map to guide you to zero debt in the fastest and most efficient way possible. Simple. And if you happen to get off track, don't worry. We can reset the numbers and get you back on track. We know life happens. We know that, okay, here's this map and this is perfect. This will get you out of debt in 5 to 7 years. Let's say you had a 30-year mortgage and you are able to now get out of debt in 5 to 7 years using these kind of strategies. Okay, well, let's say you had a car accident or you had to send the kids to college or some unforeseen expense happened in your life and some of the cash flow got taken up. Life happens. That's okay. We just reset the new information into the GPS, remap it, and we're off to the races, guys. It's very simple. All you have to do is want it and come get it. We help you, the iCovester, stay focused on your goal so that you can see what each one of these potential purchases or expenses or diverting away from the roadmap could potentially lead you down this financial path. We can just plug it into the GPS. Okay, instead of paying this debt off first, what if I paid this one off first? Well, the time value of money comes in and it shows you, oh, you're going to be out of debt in 12 years if you do that. Okay, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe if I stuck to the original plan, I might be out of debt in 7 years. Or maybe you tweaked it and it's like, hey, I found a way to get out of debt in 5 years with this GPS. Let's do that. So this is what we're talking about here, guys. This is a debenture management system coupled with an infinite cash flow management system to utilize these strategies. You can be sure you're making an educated decision because you can see your entire financial position in front of you from any computer. It's that simple. At the Academy, we're continuously sharing links that'll help you understand the landscape of finance. It'll help you understand the principles that we're teaching here, and it'll help you wake you up to the ideas of the geopolitical landscape on the planet today. These methods adopt a Wall Street alternative where predictability and tax advantages are so key. Each topic will lead to an in-depth article about that topic. You can find them on the Academy. And we really hope you find that information useful, easy to read, comment, like it, share it with somebody, get the word out. So on that note, guys, our strategic philanthropists look forward to you contacting them in the near future when you fill out a capital needs analysis. Once you submit a capital needs analysis at iCovest.academy, within 24 to 48 hours, we'll reach out to you. We'll set a time, a date, and we will get together and go over your plan specifically, how we can help you, what your goals are, what your risk tolerance is, and we can apply these 7 strategies to your financial picture to help you reach your goal in as fast as possible. So again, that's iCovest.academy, and I'll see you on the other side.